Hello and welcome back to the channel. Now there's actually a few things happening in today's video. Now I've featured this car once on the channel, but these are the SX highlights that I'm actually going to be getting. As you're about to see, I've took mine off already, so we're going to be fitting them on later on today. But first, as I've explained a little later on into the video, some wheel bits are happening, so you're going to see me explaining this first and then we'll cut back to the clips of what I'm actually doing to these wheels. So as I've just explained, I've got the SX highlights for the car. I've been looking for them for a while, but you know, people posting them and stuff, it's always been a bit too fast. The postage is always a bit too dear as well. But yeah, like I said, we've got them now, so I'm going to strip them off and we'll get to do that now. And also, I'm very dirty, just finished work. Now, I've never done this, but by the looks of things, we've got two Phillips here, two Phillips on the other side, and then hopefully this should just come out. One of them. And that's two. Now what I'm going to do now is, while I've got the chance, I'm going to give all this a little clean up, just for peace of mind, just so I know it's done, and also I might do around the top as well. I'm not using anything special, it's just hot soapy water and a screwing brush, and hopefully we should bring some of that original colour back. So here's a little before on the left side and a before on the right side. Now that is much better. That original silver come back. And also, wheel things are happening again. Now, you might keep asking, why do I keep changing my mind with the wheels? Personally, when I first got the colour, when we first got it, I thought, yeah, it looks great. But personally, I think it's just a bit too light. Like, the look I was going for was a bit more of like a gunmetal, and it's a dark grey, but it's not as dark as I wanted to go. And also I got a bit excited, and it was just a quick job, and there is still a lot of this. So the plan is, I'm going to take them to work and I'm just going to completely wire wheel them. We're just going to completely strip them down, and again change the colour. But I'm not going to do another video on doing the colour because we've had a lot of wheel videos on the channel already. So by wire wheel, what I mean is getting rid of all this, all the bubbling, all the pitting, all the rust, and just make them flat, and as I said, a colour change. So I'm going to leave it at that, and I'll see you when the next clips are, which should be in the garage stripping down the wheels again. And just before we get started, CJ bought a new car. This is his new 1.2 Renault Clio, and I've got to say, it looks amazing. So now, as you can see, that's all 4 beads popped off on all 4 wheels. So we'll start onto the wire wheel stage now. So what we've got is a grinder with a wire wheel on it and goggles because safety first. The main aim of what I'm trying to achieve is, as you can see here, that little bit I've just done has made this now not completely flat, still got this tiny bit to do, but it's made it a flat surface again, unlike here with all the rust and the bubbles and stuff and around there. We'll have a flat surface again, so when we do the respray, they'll look 10 times better than this spray did. So this one's not completely finished yet, but it's pretty much there. As we can see, it's a whole lot better than it was. None of that bubbling or like high-rise paint anymore. So I've got that all off, it's going back to metal, and then that's when they'll get painted up. And that is number 2, nearly at the stage that I want it. A lot flatter, just like the first one is. So we've got 2 more left, and then we should be good. So out of the 4, this is the worst one that I had. It's a hell of a lot smoother now. As you can see, there's still little bits to do, but like I say, I'm not going to go too crazy on them because they are only just cheap wheels. It is only a cheap spray job, so I'm not going to go crazy on them. Just get them down to a point to where they're flat and where I'm happy with, and there is still that one to do, but it's not taking too long, so should be okay. 4 wheels now complete, tyres back on, so next stage we'll be painting these, but like I said earlier on, I'm not going to film that because there's been too many like wheel orientated videos on the channel. What we're actually going to do now is get the new lights on, and I'm not too sure what else to do today. I might have a go at some trims, but we'll see. Also, CJ did give me his wind deflectors, but one thing we didn't think about was his is a 2-door car, mine is a 5, and the 2-door front windows are a lot bigger than the 5-door front windows, so they don't actually fit. But I will get some because when they were on there, even though they didn't look great because they didn't fit, they did look kind of okay, so probably will order some of those as well.